partakers of the promise in Christ Jesus through the gospel. Of this gospel I was made a minister according to the gifts of God's grace, which was given me by the working of his power. To me, though I am very least of all the saints, this grace was given to preach to the Gentiles the unsearchable riches of Christ, and to bring to light for everyone what is the plan of the mystery hidden for ages in God who created all things, so that through the church the manifold wisdom of God might now be made known to the rulers and authorities in the heavenly places. This was according to the eternal purpose that he has realized in Christ Jesus our Lord, in whom we have boldness and access with confidence through our faith in him. So I ask you not to lose heart over what I am suffering for you, which is your glory. For this reason I bow my knees before the Father, from whom every family in heaven and on earth is named, that according to the riches of his glory he may grant you to be strengthened with power through his Spirit in your inner being, so that Christ may dwell in your hearts through faith, that you, being rooted and grounded in love, may have strength to comprehend with all the saints what is breadth and length and height and depth, and to know the love of Christ that surpasses knowledge, that you may be filled with all the fullness of God. Now to him who is able to do far more abundantly than all that we ask or think, according to the power at work within us. To him be glory in the church and in Christ Jesus, through all generations, forever and ever. Amen.
Father, we would ask that this morning you would help us to read, to mark, to learn, and to inwardly digest the truth of your word, so that we might hear and understand and believe and obey. And we ask this in Jesus' name. Amen. Now, there is an outline for this morning's message. If you want that outline, you can pick it up on your way out. In fact, I think also there's outlines of the last two talks that we've had in Ephesians. So that's in the church porch for you to pick up. And this morning's key message is very, very simple and very clear. And it's this: do not lose heart, because God is able. Do not lose heart, because God is able. Now, I've taken that from two verses from Ephesians chapter 3. So verse 13, I ask you not to lose heart. And then verse 20, to him, that is, to God who is able. And you get out your glue and you put those two things together, those two phrases from the Apostle Paul together, and it gives you the heart of what this chapter is about. Do not lose heart, because God is able. You know, losing heart in the Christian life is very common, and it happens for loads and loads of reasons, not least because of the onslaught of the world and the flesh and the devil. But one particular reason why Christians lose heart is because of the church, because of even Christianity. You know, you look at Christianity and it seems to be so weak and so pathetic and so ineffective. So let me illustrate. Dundonald has a population of 10,000 people, but you know, only 10% of those 10,000 people come to church, which means 90% just simply aren't interested. Or if you listen to the talk shows on our TV or on our radio and how Jesus Christ is spoken about, if indeed he ever is spoken about. When he is spoken about, at best he is sidelined, and at worst he is just mocked and ridiculed. Or think about your own situation. It could be that you're the only Christian in your office. Perhaps you're the only Christian in your class at school or in your college. The only Christian maybe in your home. will of God no less, is in prison, not because he's done anything wrong, but he is in prison simply for telling other people about Jesus. So he is suffering. Some of the Christians in Ephesus, they would have known Paul personally. He had ministered in Ephesus for well over 2 years. But now, this man who is very much their leader, their captain, their master in a sense, he's been taken out. Like a chess piece that has been taken off the board, just knocked away. And so Paul writes in verse 13, so I ask you not to lose heart over what I am suffering for you, which is your glory. So do not lose heart, says Paul, because of who you are in Christ. You are blessed in the heavenly realms. Because of what God has saved you from, we read that in chapter 2. You were once children of wrath, God's wrath, but now you are children of mercy. You belong to his family. But more specifically in chapter 3, do not lose heart because God is amazingly powerful. Because God is able. And he will do all, says Paul, all that I have been writing about in chapters 1 and 2, he will do it. In particular, he will unite all things in creation at the fullness of time, at the end of the age, all things in heaven and things on earth